All right, so now we're gonna talk about how to do a natural plaster. A natural plaster is using clay as your binding material. So we're gonna sift all of these materials out to make them extra fine before we mix them. Any rocks, any pieces of vegetation, we don't want any of that in our natural plaster. We only want the fine clay particles. One thing you can do is if your clay is really hard to sift, you can soak it overnight. Actually, you can soak it for several days ahead of time, and that will help you break it down. So you want to make sure to just add enough water to soak it. So you can see I can remove this. And this is mostly the fine material. I do see some rocks have gotten through, but it's mostly just the fine clay. And so I'm gonna add my sand to clay, horse manure mixture. And this is a really good fiber source for your bench. If it has a lot of rocks or a lot of vegetation material, it's also good to sift it out. The last thing I might add to this is just a little bit of chopped straw. You could use scissors or again, sift it out, provide just a little extra fiber source. It's kind of that consistency of tuna salad, getting somewhat of a jello effect, which is good. If you tap it, it should have kind of jello effect. There's liquid throughout, but then you should be able to pick it up kind of like tuna salad and maybe be able to throw it up in the ball. And then the real test is we have our hawk here, is used to apply the plaster and spread it on thin against the hawk, about 1/4 inch or so. It's a good way to practice actually applying the plaster to the bench. And if it's the right consistency, then I should be able to flip this upside down and it should be able to stick. So that kind of lets us know that this is a pretty good natural plaster, and that's how it's done.